Alright everybody, it's election day 2025, so that gives me an excuse to go and visit my old high school.
Give me a break about some other mess. Why you act like it's everything you got? Push back the sweat. Now that you need her, but you don't, so there you go. 'Cause back in school, we are the leaders of it all.
This is the place, man. So as with lots of schools on election day, they have they got all these campaign posters, which quite often they actually end up don't end up cleaning them up after the election's over. So I say we vote for whoever fucking actually takes their posters down after the election, but we'll see. Friday. Hello. Yeah, so this is it. This was my my old high school. Over there's where you vote, in the hall there. But as I said, I'm going to show you around a bit. This is pretty cool actually. There's actually this giant monument. This is, I'll try and get a good shot. This gigantic kangaroo sculpture, which is actually made out of old cars that have been taken out of the bush. Old burnt out cars. So it was all like scrap metal and shit. Yeah. See, it's cars such as these that were used to create the sculpture of the kangaroo at Ed's High School. Pretty cool. God damn, there's no sausage sizzle this year. Oh, a lot of great memories going to this school. I'll tell you all about it just after I vote. So yeah. Alright, I'm going in. Here we go. This is the old hall. Actually, I played a concert in this hall, on that stage over there, with all the flags. It was actually flag ceremony. That's why we got all the flags there. But my old band, 1919, we played a gig here. I had to sing in front of all the students. It was pretty interesting. Alright, so I got the ballot paper. I'm gonna go vote. 1, 2, 7 we gotta do. 1, 2. Damn, I actually don't know who some of these are. So I don't know who I'm actually voting for. So the next couple of ones I just have to take a stab in the dark. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's all done. The green ballot paper. Now I'm gonna do the white one, which is the big one. It looks like this. Let's say 1 to 6. 1 to 6 we gotta do. Legalized cannabis party. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2. Ooh, Australian Christians. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. There's one candidate here that just says $500 per week. $500 per week. Sounds good to me, but I don't think I'm going to vote for him. I don't know too much about him, so. What's next? So I'm up to 5. Okay, we'll go 6. Alright, cool. We'll roll this up so no one can see it. Secret ballot, you know. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to put it in the ballot box.
Green on there, yep.
Lovely.
Cool.
And the white one in
Yeah,
here.
white one in there, thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you sir. Have a good day.
Have a good evening.
Alright, we're all done. So now while I'm here, I'll just show you my old high school. Bum, 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 bum. This was the mathematics block. That actually right there, those top windows, that was my math class when I was in year 7. Yeah, I don't know, there's so many memories to go through. I can't possibly tell you everything. This was the English block over here. So I think it was English and something else. I can't really recall, but yeah. We'll go have a bit of a wander, have a bit of a look around, and yeah. Oh, this is crazy. The memories walking through this place. Dun, 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 dun. So that was the mathematics block. Yeah. This area is apparently out of bounds. I don't remember. We used to hang out here a little bit, I think. There wasn't really any sort of like out of bounds area when we were kids. We could just sort of go anywhere, you know. Here is the library. I don't know I'm guessing it's still the library. Oh yeah, it is. It's still the library. Yeah, this was as I said, this was the English block right here. Obviously all the buildings are locked and stuff, so yeah. These shade sails, I don't know if I don't think these are the same ones, but we didn't have them when we were in like year 7 and year 6 and stuff. They came later, but I'm pretty sure that the original ones were green, and they put them up in about I think it was when I was in like it's either year 9 or 10, so it was like 2005 or 2006, somewhere there. Oh, this is a really funny one, right? So, here was the English block, which you can see is on the second floor. And I actually, in one class, I climbed out during class, I climbed out the window and was standing on like this little ledge here. And I actually made my year 7 English teacher cry. Because it was like, I know she cried, like, you know, man, I can't control this wild kid, you know. This was the, okay, this is a funny one because I can't quite recall. Okay, so this side here, this was the history block, but the classes down there, they were like the special education block. So because we had special needs children at our school, so like, you know, I don't know if you could say this, but you know, we had like retards and spastics and shit. But they were all in these classes here. Yeah. And I know what's in here. In here, in this room here, there was a kiln. I think it's called a kiln. It's like an oven that they use to dry out clay. So we'd make like clay sculptures in the art block, and then we put them in here to dry them out, essentially. Yeah. Out behind me, you got the fields where we used to play. We used to play soccer. We used to play. So we'd play soccer for I don't know, for PE or whatever. But yeah, at lunchtime we'd come out here and we'd play touch footy, and then when the teachers weren't looking, it would be tackle footy. Yeah, down here underneath this balcony, right here, there's like this awning. So we'd like, when you'd kind of like, I don't know, you'd steal somebody's bag and then you'd throw it onto the awning, and it was hilarious. It was, yeah, it was always good for a laugh. Oh, these were the science rooms, but if I can recall correctly, I don't think I ever had any science classes in here, because I think these were for like the senior students, these rooms. Yeah, and I actually got expelled before I was a senior. I got expelled in year 10. Yeah, so they're the labs. Yeah, and across, again, just across from the hall, just across the way from where I'm standing now is the library. So that's like the outside of the library. Now here, this is the hall. This building here, that's the hall. That's where we used to, so obviously we did PE, but usually every PE class, like pretty much like 90% of our PE classes were just us in the hall playing indoor soccer. Indoor soccer, that was one of the best like memories from Aids High, because yeah, we used to just do it all the time and we were really competitive and it was just a great time. Indoor soccer's mad because like you don't kick the ball out, like the wall, you kick it off the wall, it bounces off the wall. You can score goals like that, you know? It's pretty cool. Now one thing, I don't know, I probably won't do it now. But yeah, oh, actually, I don't know if you can do it now, but we actually used to climb up, during school, we'd climb up onto the roof. And basically, instead of going to class, we just go sit on the roof. And yeah, so that was something. There used to be bubblers here. But the bubblers are gone. Weird. Okay, interesting. Now in here, these were I don't know, judging by the looks of it, that looks like an office now. As I said, this has been a long time since I left school. I left this school in 2006. I got expelled. But in here was the woodblock room. Which was supposedly haunted because our woodwork teacher, he actually died. My year 7 woodwork teacher, Mr. Renshaw, he actually passed away. And the rumor was that he passed away here, like it happened here. And he, yeah, and supposedly, like now he haunts he supposedly haunts the woodwork classes. You know, that was the rumor kind of thing. These were more bubblers, but as you can see, the bubblers are gone. But what we used to do, you put your finger down over the bubbler and it would squirt out, and you could squirt people with it. It was mad. It used to be really funny. Some of this graffiti and stuff. Yeah. I'm sure, because there's just little scrawlings all over the walls here. I'm pretty sure that my name is going to be written here somewhere. But it might be in an area where we can't actually get to. It might be an area that's locked off, so yeah. Really funny moment that happened right in this little corridor here. Oh, these were the toilets. Yeah. But funny, but I've got a couple of stories about this little spot right here. Now, in year 9, we filmed this movie, and it was basically, I think it was like about racism or something. And so in one of the scenes, me and this other guy, Benny, we were wearing these like KKK hoods, and we chased this black girl down here. It doesn't sound funny, but it was really funny. I think it was meant to be funny. Anyway, she was black. She participated, so it wasn't like some sort of racist thing. But the movie was actually about racism, so yeah. Her name was Shahina. She was actually really cool. Me and my mate, the other guy was named Benny. He was cool. We were like pretty good friends. Now this one. This is the one that I really wanted to show you. There's this like, see this this little shelter thing here. So this this table. Yeah, this table here. This table never used to be here, and what we would do. So we had this game. It was called Kick Wars, right? And you'd hang off these beams up the top like so, like this, and we'd like kick each other, and fucking push, douche, and then, so you just kick each other, right? Kick each other, and then whoever falls down first, they're the loser, and the one who's still hanging on, they win, essentially. Now, whoop, too much sun. But out here is the fields. Yeah, got the footy field. I think that was the footy field. I'm guessing that those the goalposts were there. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There was the footy goalpost down here, and then up there was the soccer goalposts. Even like a lot of this is exactly the same as when I was in school, but a lot of it's changed. Like there's this new garden over there. This was the basketball court. Wow, this is okay. Wait, I gotta tell you a couple things, right? So one time, this was in about 2006, maybe 2007. Me and some buddies, we came in here at night. We jumped the fence, and one of my friends decided to light one of the bins on fire. I forget how, but like, I don't think there was any accelerant used. I think he just had a lighter and there was paper in the bin or something. But that whole fucking bin, not this bin, but obviously there's a new bin. This was 20 years ago. But, so obviously there's a new bin. But, yeah, the whole fucking bin went up in flames. The lid melted and shit. It was crazy. Something really special, what I wanted to show you. Maz's Cafe, right? But back in the day, it was just the canteen, you know? Oh, so yeah, look. They got new bubblers, but they don't seem to work very well. But they're all fancy and shit. But it doesn't seem to work very good. Oh, wow. There's like this, see that checker? Yeah, see that? That never used to be here when we were like back in school. And yeah, I remember sometimes you'd sit here, eat your lunch, you go up, buy a hot dog or whatever. Yeah, really cool, man. Now when we were, again, this was like after, maybe when we were still, no, after I got expelled from school, sometimes we used to break in here at night. But one of the things we did was we got someone who was still attending the school to leave one of the PE windows, because they're the PE change rooms. So you get them to like unlock the window during the day, and then in the night we came, climbed on the canteen roof, and then opened the window and got into the hall where they kept all the sporting equipment and stuff. True story. Now, as I said, if there is a spot where my name is written on the wall somewhere, it's actually going to be in this area where it's locked off. So unfortunately, the memory of Pete-Dogg dies here. These were the bubblers that we had. Man, that's got some, see, that's got some real oomph. Now I'll show you what I was talking about when I said you'd like make them squirt and shit. Okay, so you go like this, put your finger down. You can make it like squirt. Let's try squirt the camera. See? That's what I was talking about. Bam! This was the music. No, this was the art and music block. I can't remember what was downstairs, but I actually, yeah, no. This was the cooking classes. Upstairs was art and music. Down here was cooking, right? Yeah. And there's a little art piece here. That's really cool. Oh, there's another one. You see this? I'll show you. It's very sensual. It's really cool. Really cool. This is where you'd sit with like the girl that you liked or who you were dating and shit. Going out with, as we used to say back in the day. Oh, this was the girls' toilets. Oh, something I forgot to tell you about the men's I'll go back to the boys' toilets because I got another story about that. But this was the girls' toilets. Yeah. Sometimes you'd like push your mate in there to make him look like a pervert or something. It was hilarious. So yeah, up there was the music and art rooms, and to the left, the library. And down here, these were more science classes. I think this one here was my science class when I was in year 8. Now this one, I have to show you this because this, honest to God, this is where me and my mates, that's where we used to sit, like nearly, I mean, sometimes we go wander, but because you had little lunch and you had big lunch. So I think one break was like 15 minutes, the other one was like half an hour, something like that. And so for the 15-minute break, we honestly, 90% of the time, we just sit there and talk shit. And then in the bigger break, the half-hour break, that's when we'd go and... No, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it might have even been longer than half an hour. It might have been like 50 minutes or so. But yeah, we used to hang out here a lot. All the girls would come and talk to us and shit. Yeah, it was mad. Now this tree right here, back in the day, they were talking about, has to be the same tree, but they were talking about chopping it down because like a lot of the students had allergies and stuff, and it was making people really sick. Not really sick, but a little sick. Now, other thing, right in this section here, every day, this is where fucking kids would play handball. I used to play handball sometimes, but there was dudes that would like every single day fucking handball, you know? Anything else? I know I've got a lot of memories about this place, but I can't possibly share everything with you. I was here for years, and they were like my formative years, you know? So there's so many memories here. I couldn't possibly tell. I'd have to like dedicate a whole series to this, not just one video. So one time, and this was after I got expelled, and this is what got 2 of my mates expelled as well. we came in at night and we spray painted shit all over the place, all different slogans and stuff. But right here, I won't say the name of the t-shirt because it was pretty bad, right? But I wrote, "Mr. Such and Such raped me in the toilets" on this wall, which is right next to the boys' toilets. And we got arrested. The police actually asked me like, you know, was this true, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, it wasn't true. And he was real cut up about it, you know. I hurt him, you know. It was really sad, like, you know, because he was a good dude. I just meant it as a joke. It wasn't meant to be taken seriously, but yeah, 2 of my mates got expelled. I was already expelled, so I had to actually I had to do community service. And for my community service, what I had to do was, because I went to a different school after this, so for my community service, I had to come in, I'd leave my school on sport day, so I wouldn't do sport. Instead, I'd walk up here, which is about a 40-minute walk from my other school. So I'd walk back here and then help their gardener, just doing stuff in the garden, which was cool because I got to come back to school and see all my friends again. It was mad. So after I got expelled, I went to a different school called Thomas Reddle. So maybe next federal election, I might go and vote there, and I'll show you around there and share a couple memories with you. But yeah, this was Aird's High School. Yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the video. But yeah, I hope you enjoy watching, and I hope you've enjoyed taking a trip down memory lane with me. And yeah, until next time, peace. Slam dunk, maybe. Yeah.